What's good, YouTube? CG2 Smooth back in the cut with another reaction video. You know what I'm saying? Real smooth, real cool. Alright, so today I'm doing a reaction video to B.D.A Law, one of my favorite One Piece YouTubers. I always watch his reactions, always watching his videos, yeah, man. But you know, today he did a video on the spoilers, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, hey man, I want to react to it. So we're gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna give my opinion throughout the video. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me after, but you know, I ain't trying to have this intro be too long, so let's jump right in it. Yeah. You know. All respect to B.D.A Law too. That boy pressure, you hear me? I just love his visuals.
Fantastic in so many different ways. I think it comes down to backstory, what Oda is showing us without specifically blatantly telling us what's going on. Yeah, this chapter was amazing. First, guys, this video will contain spoilers from the recent chapter, One Piece chapter 1035.
That's what we here for, all the spoilers.
As we know it, we have a very optimistic view because we've been following the Straw Hats. So when we look at pirates, when we think about pirates, we think about Luffy, and we think about how they go around not necessarily being heroes, but being heroic and doing things to help people. But before we move on, something you can do to help me is to subscribe to the channel.
Y'all go subscribe, man. Everybody, y'all click that link in the bio. I'm gonna make sure I try to, you know what I'm saying, put his link in the bio so y'all can go follow him.
In the recent the meeting between Kaido and King is very similar to Luffy and Zoro's. When Luffy stumbled upon Zoro, he was being held captive. Definitely for different reasons, because King is being held captive because he's a Lunarian and he's being tested. More than likely, the world government, they were trying to mass produce in some way whatever they could find. Figure out the secret to his body so they could emulate it, replicate it rather. Because the world government, what they do, they acquire power so that they can stay in power. Kaido was also an experiment. So with the timeline I have in my head, Kaido's just starting his crew. So I'm assuming Kaido, this is right after God Valley. And what happened in God Valley? Well, the Rocks pirates were defeated, and Kaido, ultimately, he was more than likely captured. Yeah, so this video is sponsored.
Okay, he got a little sponsor. We're gonna skip the sponsor. He's talking about Kaido. He's talking about Kaido. He's talking about King. And King is one of my favorite characters. You know what I'm saying? King is one of my favorite characters. Just because he's presenting a challenge for Zoro. And you know what I'm saying? He's having a story what it seeming like to be similar to Zoro. He's starting off, was captured, and that's how he met his captain. Because he got, you know what I'm saying, freed by his captain. Like, yeah. Let's hear it, though.
Easier with keeps. So, something about Kaido that we see all the time. Kaido talks about betrayal. You're losing. If you're weak, people will abandon you. That's what happened in God Valley. The Kaido we know now is not the Kaido of the past. He was weak.
Oh, that's what happened in God Valley. So if you think about it, that probably is what happened in God Valley, because you have Rocks, you hear me? And Rocks, he had all these strong people. He had Big Mom, Kaido, everybody, all of these people on his team, and they still lost. And because they took that loss, did Kaido betray them? So is that like the reason why Kaido and Big Mom was like, okay, well, he lost. We wasn't able to fulfill our dream this way. Let me try to go down another way, another path. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just getting big headed, and then just even thinking about it, like Kaido having his Kaido believing that he is like the number one, the person to rule. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about what he said when he met King. When he met King, he was like, oh, okay. Like, he told him his dreams. He probably had him infatuated. Like, he was Joy Boy or something. You hear me? Like, he was like he was the one that's going to really be the one to come and change the world. Let's get back into the video, though.
Weak, at least in comparison to the others, in comparison to Rocks, Big Mom, Whitebeard, Shiki. He was weak and abandoned and was captured by the world government. It's all coming together.
Oh. So they betrayed him because he was too weak, because he got captured by the government? I wonder, dang.
The reasoning behind Kaido's existence, the reason why he does the things he does, but we still don't have the full picture. Something we do know now, though, is that Kaido back then was very reminiscent to Luffy and Roger. Somebody who set out into the world to make a difference, who felt like they could make a difference. Yeah. Of course, King's name, you can criticize it all you want, but Kaido not...
The test subjects have escaped your name, Amber. You have the power worthy of a stronger name. Call yourself king. Oh, so he gave King his name. That wasn't his name. Your name, Amber. Oh, so that's okay. So that's King talking right there. That's King talking right there. All right. So Kaido gave King his name to be given a name. So he's really looking at Kaido like he's a father figure. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because when you have somebody to come in your life and your life has just been with trauma or pain or suffering, you don't know what King's race been through. Like Arbor, nah, his name King now. Dang, Kaido said, nah, boy, your name King now. You hear me? Like, yeah, man. You say, okay, all right.
Not only noticed his name, but also played upon his emotions. The name change wasn't just about the name, he was giving this kid confidence. But something that stuck out to me is when Kaido said,
Stand by me and I'll never sell you out. I'll never sell you out. When you have somebody that's coming in your life and they, you know what I'm saying, choosing to do right by you, it's it's one of the most beautiful things. Shout out to all the fathers that's out there changing people's lives. You hear me? Because our men, we need that. We really need guidance. We have all these people on YouTube trying to tell them how to be a man, how to be, you know. But really, it's nothing like having that person really be there and show you with their actions consistently. Because you going to copy that. You going to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like, dang, this is a safe space for me. But we ain't going to get too deep. Come on, let's get back to the video.
I mean, I'll never sell you out. I think for Kaido, him and Big Mom's relationship, it feels like brother and sisterhood. Did Big Mom sell Kaido out? Of course, she saved Kaido's life by giving him that devil fruit, but what happened? How was he sold out? What is the story behind this? What I really want to bring the attention to, though, is what Oda's selling us here. Kaido used to be like Luffy. We didn't see the full conversation between Kaido and King for obvious reasons.
Wait, is this King face? This is King's face? He probably don't look like this no more, but if this is King's face, like, he looks human. He look regular. He look, yeah. I mean, I know he's not a human. He has wings, obviously. Okay, so that is King. Of course, that's King. Yeah, he got wings. But do you really think you'll be able to change the world? I'm the only one who can. See, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like, and that's what he just said too. Like, he's feeling like he's almost in a way Joy Boy. He's looking to see who is Joy Boy because now he's done giving up on his dream. And when you give up on your dream, does that make you turn to these things? Is that what makes you turn to these evil, negative habits? Or just living within that trauma? Or you just keep remembering that pain? You're stuck on that pain. You're stuck on that fact that you wasn't able to fulfill the one thing in your life that you wanted to do. You hear me? Like, you wasn't able to do that one thing that you wanted to do, that you set out. So now you're going to destroy, or you're going to look for the person who is destined to do that. Are you going to help them, or are you going to destroy them and test them? Are you going to try to see if you can be the one to change destiny and stop that, and stop their destiny, and stop their path? Like getting in the way of Joy Boy. When he says that Luffy is not Joy Boy, is he saying that because if he is Joy Boy, he want to get in the way? He want to try to stop him? He want to try to... It's a whole bunch of questions we can get into this, and I want to be able to join in the conversation. I'm hoping y'all let me join in. Y'all get in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, you hear me? I'm coming out with the merch and all that. But, you know, let's get back to the video. Just some questions.
Kaido went into his dreams, his goals, his purpose in regards to changing the world. I think Kaido was definitely enamored with Rocks. I think Rocks sold Kaido the dream, telling him about the secrets of the world, Joy Boy, Sun God Nika, everything that was meant to happen, the place where these things were supposed to happen and culminate. Place called Wano. Why Wano was important to the rest of the world. Why the rest of the world was kept away from Wano. Kaido fell in love with this story. Kaido started to believe that he was the chosen one. He was Joy Boy. He was the one that was meant to change the world. How wasn't he? On the brink of death, but look at the crew he was on. Big Mom, Whitebeard, Shiki, rocks. He felt like he was special, an apprentice around these people. Now, something to keep in mind here is that after this encounter, it warped Kaido's mind in a way where he felt like, at this point, everything is predicated on strength. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention here. Kaido was taken in, we don't know exactly what age, but at a young age as an apprentice on the rocks. At that point, maybe it was too soon, or maybe, Kaido wasn't ready. But due to what happened, because pirates will be pirates, Kaido then went forward and he's created this pirate crew. We know the Beast Pirates was a meritocracy, is a meritocracy. I'm saying was because they're falling apart. And so I wonder if what Oda's trying to show us here is how bad decisions, a fucked up upbringing, up situations can completely warp someone. We've seen it already with pirates of the past. The thing is, dreams don't go away. Even when you fail, you still have those dreams, but you come to the realization that I can't achieve those dreams. People hated Roger because Roger was the victor. But what about all these other pirates that failed? They didn't accomplish their dreams. They didn't get to go to...
Man, just thinking about it, like, he's so right. What about all the people that failed? Because you have Crocodile, you have Moria, all, like, thinking about the people that, like, did Crocodile stop? Did Kaido stop Crocodile? Like, was he stop? I forgot. But I know Moria was, for sure. Like, thinking about the people that got, you know what I'm saying, their dreams taken away.
Would have laughed here.
In an instant. Like, what do they do now? All they try to do is hinder other people's dreams. Since it's a cycle of hatred. Since I wasn't able to do this, I don't want you to be able to do this. Instead of being able to try to add on to them and push them and get them into that position and doing whatever you do to be able to lend them a hand. Because they feel like, oh, when they get there, they won't bring me back up. But you don't know that. Your good karma can come anywhere. You hear me? Like, you still should go and do that. You still should be pressure, positive, performing, like, to the best of your ability. Facts.
Of the world, or understand that they were too early. What about the people who felt like they were too late? What about Kaido, fresh-faced, bright-eyed, coming off an intense battle against Gold Roger, probably being enamored by Roger, understanding the light that Roger had, illuminated by this light, illuminated by the light that was rocks. He set out to be and prove the world that he was Joy Boy. Ultimately, he failed. Again, we've seen this before. Pirates who had great ambition, amazing fortitude, strong in their own right, but they went up against different people. Crocodile, so much charisma, pretty great devil fruit. But ultimately he left the New World because he realized he could not compete with someone like Whitebeard. Temper expectations, understanding your ambitions may be a bit...
That's who had got him. Whitebeard the one who stopped Crocodile. But see, if you think about it, Whitebeard is not the same person he was when he stopped Whitebeard. I mean, when he stopped Crocodile. That. Whitebeard, when he first was out there, just thinking about how vicious and how aggressive they must have been. Like, they'll fight and take anybody loot. They're pirates. You hear me? Like, Goldie Roger, Whitebeard, when they first seen each other, you see that fight. They take all that loot, all that, fight them, you know what I'm saying? Kill them all, man. Why? They're pirates. That's what they do. That is their culture. But when we're watching the story, we were seeing the story unveil, Luffy, the story that we're seeing is not regular pirates. We're seeing like the aftermath for like these other characters because we're not following their characters. We're not seeing how they picked themselves up after they took that L. You hear me? We're just seeing how they coming right now after they done been through, whatever they done been through, and they trying to, establish who they are, trying to regain that confidence, trying to re-understand, like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just go around feeling like you pushing, you know what I'm saying, you got this big old L on your head, on your mind, like, okay, now you got this L on your mind, how you gonna let that go? You know what I'm saying? It's about letting that go. It's about growth and evolving. What you're going to evolve to and turn into something else. But see, what end up happening is they end up turning into the same thing that destroyed their dream. That's crazy, man.
Too high. What about someone like Moria, who set out, had his amazing crew, and got wiped out by someone like Kaido? Were these things intentional by Kaido? What happened to him. Past this point, for him to view the world the way he does, he said to Luffy, "You're not Joy Boy either."
See?
So now he's ultimately come to the conclusion that he is not Joy Boy, drinking his sorrows away, and now he's searching for Joy Boy. Did Kaido hear words? The thing is, for a lot of these characters, it feels like if something went wrong, this is who they would be. What if Luffy joined Shanks' crew? Then something went wrong, where Luffy wasn't mentally or mature enough and wasn't prepared for life as a pirate. Shanks understood this because he was a pirate as a young kid. He was like, "No, you're not ready." Shanks himself experienced the sadness of a journey coming to an end abruptly. Being on this amazing crew, traveling the world, seeing everything, so ambitious, and ultimately just cut short because your captain, the person you looked up to, was sick and ultimately died. But for Kaido, whatever this incident was, it changed him. The thing is, though, the great part about this, what Oda's setting up, this also happens to Marines. Aokiji, we know for a fact, coming into the Marines, his demeanor was different. His sense of justice was different. He viewed the world differently, and ultimately he changed.
Pause, because I shout out to Aokiji, man. I just love his character. I would say I don't understand why he's with Blackbeard, but honestly I do. And oh my gosh, I just hope that Oda handles it so well. Like, please handle it well. And I don't think it's too many spoilers, like, or too many theories that they have out when it comes to Aokiji, but him being with Blackbeard, like, we know his sense of justice for the world is just facts. So, like, I just want him to be able to, like, I don't know, stop somebody, like, or hinder Blackbeard in some type of way, or, you know, be the catalyst to Luffy being able to stop Blackbeard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being a key factor in Luffy stopping Blackbeard, because Aokiji is amazing. First off, his ice, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the most overpowered devil fruits, period. He's not going to go into water, so you're not drowning him. He's gonna freeze it. Like, you can't stop him like that with the water. Yes, he can be defeated. Like, okay, I don't understand how he lost that fight. I mean, I do understand for story wise, but bro, like, he really, bro, Akiji's pressure. Shout out Akiji, man. He's stumping stuff, and he gonna come through. He's gonna be a key factor in Luffy being able to beat Blackbeard, or just the Marines capturing somebody in Blackbeard crew, because he got to. Shout out Akiji. Facts, you heard me? Yeah.
Just because of a certain incident we presume it to be, Ohara then became lazy, lethargic, looking at the world from a pessimistic view, understanding one man is not enough. Maybe I am special, but I'm not the special person.
Yeah.
Someone else has to come along. Kaido realized that some incident.
He's talking about Kaido realized that. Yes, that's true, but I'm talking about Aokiji, man. Aokiji. Yeah. I'm playing. Bro, Aokiji, though, like, man, he had to realize he couldn't do it by himself either. So, like, what is his plan? Is he going to put certain faith into Luffy? Because I seen in a movie on, like, Film Z, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying, him and Luffy relationship is not, like, the worst. Man, I wish Aokiji was a Straw Hat. If it was a Straw Hat, like, it would be over with. They would beat everybody. White, like, right now, they're already OP with Sanji coming up and Zoro where he's at. Luffy finna be going crazy, dumping through everybody. You hear me? Like, what? He's finna be beating Kaido, Aokiji, like, everybody. The only person I see probably really putting in a fight against Luffy is Blackbeard. And he might be too fast for Blackbeard, so Blackbeard can't even touch him. Facts. Let's get it.
Made him realize he was not Joy Boy. So that bright, fresh-faced smile, so much ambition and vigor, turned to anger and despair, and now wanting to see the world burn, or rather wanting war. Wanting to go out in flames of glory, looking up to the likes of Whitebeard, Roger. Kaido was a fan. But this is what happens when things go wrong. But how does that translate to the rest of his crew? What about King, the fallen soldier that was tortured by humans who now views his race as superior? Or let's go back. Kaido, the person who ultimately wants a world war to go out in a blaze of glory, as opposed to Luffy, the person who's just about the journey and traveling with his friends and wants freedom, true freedom, and doing anything you want on the seas. Who more than likely, because he doesn't care about being Joy Boy, probably is Joy Boy. Kaido going through life, manifesting the fact that he was Joy Boy, and again, this is a theory based on the things he says, how he's going about life now, he failed. In his mind, it failed. So, for him, it's about renewed purpose. He is if things went wrong for Luffy. If the pirate crew he looked up to didn't work out. If the dreams he set out to accomplish failed. Now there's new purpose. And typically you turn towards a life of crime because then I've tried to do things, I guess, the right way, going through life with purpose, and it didn't work out. Crocodile. Moria, Kaido. Kudos to Aokiji for remaining an admiral after seeing what he saw, which shows that he's a different type of individual. That's why him working with Blackbeard doesn't make much sense, because it affected him that.
Seeing what he saw. Seeing what he saw. What is it that he saw?
That much, but he did not leave the Marines. However, I digress. The Straw Hats, what all is doing here, I think, is showing us the Beast Pirates.
Oh, he must have saw like some very distasteful things within the government. Of course, there's going to be distasteful things within the government. Like, not with Doflamingo not around. I don't care. What are they? They gotta mess with CP0.
People per se, things happened to them that warped them forever. For Kaido, I mentioned what happened to him. For King, he was experimented on, abused, used. Somebody sent me something on Twitter which showed that it reminded me of something. King said to Zoro that his kind is too inferior to have a chance against him. So
What?
King, from that perspective, looks at the world based on how you were born, your lineage, how that impacts your performance. Zoro, remember back then, he was furious at Kuina because she felt like she
I can't wait for Zoro to
just. That's the way of thinking that
take
Zoro
that boy
hates
King
the
head
most.
off.
And I know a lot of us, we've been trying to make Zoro this sword guy.
I know he's not
has
gonna
some
kill him,
connection
but
to Ryuma, but
still,
does
I
it
wish
matter?
he could.
Would it matter? Not at all. What about Queen and his incessant obsession over Germa, to the point that he's using all of Germa's techniques, obsessing over Judge, who probably did something to affect him. Now he's warped to the point that he's experimented on himself, where sometimes he's unrecognizable. These characters are not bad people. They're just a result of bad circumstances. They're a result of the One Piece world, where sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This is a pirate's life. Right?
For real,
Isn't
that's
that
fact.
crazy? And
That's
it goes
crazy.
down the line. Hurt people hurt people. I think of Doflamingo. Think of Kaido in that relationship. But then I think of what Doflamingo did to Bellamy, where Bellamy eventually realized, oh, I can't compete. Your dreams don't go away, but you gotta keep living. As interesting as it is crazy. But the thing is, it's warped Kaido to the point that he is trying these same tactics on his daughter. Where the self-fulfilling prophecy that he used on himself, it ultimately didn't work out. He's now using a weird way, the Pygmalion effect, to force Yamato, set expectations of her, and hoping she will fulfill them, even though that's not what she wants to do. This is like the Straw Hats, right? Luffy forcing Zoro to become his right hand, and then seeing Zoro wield a sword and say, hey, you should become the world's greatest swordsman. Zoro's like, what if I just want to cook? No, but you should become the world's greatest swordsman. I have this expectation of you. Hurt people hurt people. I think ultimately this short backstory has given us so much more depth with not only Kaido but the other beast pirates, and just looking at it, the deeper you look, the more is revealed. A beautiful chapter. I'm sure the more we find out about Queen, the more we'll see just how warped he was, right? But all I'm thinking about is things like with Squad, where you have these dreams and now you're working on the Whitebeard, but then Whitebeard, he has the son of the Pirate King who ruined your dreams working with him. Those dreams, those feelings don't go away. That's why Crocodile was so impacted, saying, that's not the Whitebeard I lost to. What he's really saying is, that's not the man that broke me, that made me discard my dream. It's a really brutal cycle that's not really talked about a lot in the One Piece world.
That's what I was saying. The cycle that he's talking about is facts. The cycle of hatred, the cycle of pain, like, which is within Naruto, but the way that he demonstrated in One Piece, it's not like in your face, but it's subtle enough for us to be able to sit here and be able to talk about it, because we're able to see it, we're able to recognize it. Like how I was just saying, Whitebeard is not the same person he is now. Now that he has a family, now that he has different goals, he's found a level of peace and understanding and acceptance to the world and how it is, how cruel it is, how painful it can be, how your dreams can get crushed, and how you think your destiny is one thing, but in reality, your destiny can be something totally different. Your destiny can be something that can be entwined with another individual for you to make their dreams come true, because the world might need their dreams more. You understand what I'm saying? The world might need Joy Boy more than it needs you, and you're not Joy Boy, even though you want to be Joy Boy. So your job is just to be a father of Joe Boy, a guidepost, a help, just an individual that gives him assistance so that he can be able to get to where he's going. Because if you try to get in the way, you're just gonna get blocked off. That's their destiny. They're still gonna get there. So this is he always be hitting it. Shout out B.D.A Law again, man. Facts. You hear me? Like he be coming through.
World, but it is a big part, a major part. We just don't see that side enough. The failures and how they had to pick themselves up and move forward, because everybody's not going to be Luffy. Even Kaido, a Yonko of the Seas, realized that he was not good enough. It's heavy to accept that, and he had to find new goals, find new purpose. Because what do you do when everything you've been trying to do your entire life just doesn't work out? Damn. Guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about all this? Fantastic chapter. I just need more backstory from these characters, from Jack, from Queen. Whew. Ought to be in his bag, right? Yeah, guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, guys, like and subscribe. And I'll keep
Oh, pause it right there. Look at that. So that is what King's face looked like now. Oh my gosh, I needed this spoiler. Facts. We're just gonna give a shout out to B.D.A Law again. Great, great chapter. You know what I'm saying? Spoilers. Like he's not giving. This is not his chapter review, so I was gonna say chapter review, but not chapter review. Great spoiler video. Great video. Period. Love the visuals. Love the commentary. You know what I'm saying? And bro, King's face. Look at it. Like, oh my gosh, that's just beautiful. You got Zoro in the back. Whew, cannot wait to see that fight animated. I'm not even reading it because I don't want to be spoiled, but I just want to say, like, thank y'all for watching the video. First off, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, give me your opinion, send me videos, anything y'all want me to review, like, do a reaction to. You hear me? Like, I can just start doing chapter reviews. Really, that's really what I'm thinking about hopping into. I really want to just try to get up in this lane too. Hopefully B.D.A Law let me, you know what I'm saying, he don't mind this little reaction video. I don't know how the copyrights work out. I don't know how YouTube is. I want to jump in and yeah, because like, man, like really what I want to do with my dream, like my life, I want to create my own animation, and hopefully I can be able to get into this YouTube community, bring certain individuals together like B.D.A Law, even Tekken 101, Anime Balls Deep, like all of them, like all of these content creators, bring them all together and we create our own just amazing anime. You know what I'm saying? Be the top anime in North America, and we can do it. We can have black people in there, black animators. You know what I'm saying? Having them getting paid a certain type of way. Like I really want this to come together. I really want this to be able to be something. And I see it can really happen. So it all starts in one place, and we're gonna start here with this reaction video. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Send me any videos y'all want me to do a reaction to, and you know we in here. You hear me? Yeah, like swim well. Facts. Thank you.